WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, X, and our website, www.wvtcdetroit.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users.
You're building the empire,
and we'll help you protect it.
Because even the most powerful women
still have trust issues.
And welcome back to another episode of Trust Issues. Listen, this is the podcast where empire building women get real about money, their mindset, their health, and everything in between. I'm Erica Hall, one of your co-hosts of Trust Issues, your go-to financial advisor and founder of EH Wealth Advisors. And I'm here with my girl.
Yes, attorney Urena Ricks Johnson. I'm an estate planning attorney of Ricks and Associates. Every week we strive to not sugarcoat things, but have real conversations, right? Yeah. About the issues that matter. From your wallet to wellness, from your family to future.
Yeah. All those things in between,
right?
So, guess what? I'm hot right now.
Yeah, I just turned I thought mine was going to be too loud. But I'm hoping
for this real quiet fan.
See, you didn't tell your girl.
I'm going to get you one.
Yes, because mine is like a blower.
Yes. So this is what we're going to talk about today.
Real issues, right?
So today we're tackling the seasons of life. The season of life that so many women we whisper about, yell about, like, oh my God, I'm hot, right? Mm-hmm. But rarely do we get an opportunity unless we create those situations. We have to create those opportunities. We're talking about hot flashes today.
Hot flashes, right? Hot flashes, hot shots. Can we trust it?
Yeah, hormones, unexplained weight gain, and the buzz around these shots. And so, I've been wondering, are they safe? And I even told some people we're going to be talking about this today, and so they armed me with some questions because we got an expert here.
We do, and I'm so excited to help us navigate the conversation. We have the person that has joined us that's very familiar to us, and she's our sister, right?
Yes.
She is a powerhouse in women's health.
Yes.
And her name is Debora Curtis.
Hey.
And hey, Debora. Yeah, she's a board-certified nurse practitioner and founder of Next Level Health and Wellness Spa in Southfield, Michigan.
Yes.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Listen, Debora works she works with women like us all the time, helping them manage the changes that come with this stage of life at this big age, right?
Yes.
And today, she's going to keep it real with us. So she's going to let us know what works. She's going to answer all of our questions. She said she's going to answer.
She's going to answer all of them? Okay. All right, Debora. We excited.
So, Debora, welcome to Trust Issues.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited to be here with you ladies.
Yes. And then there's that scale that suddenly won't budge, right? Or it may go up. For the most part, when we're in our 40s, 50s, doesn't the scale seem like it goes up? It's those things that we have to deal with in our 40s and 50s. So we are looking for some advice, some trusted advice.
I weigh myself every day.
Every day?
Every day.
I'm the opposite. I don't even go toward the scale because I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Me what I need to do. If it's under, then I can eat some pizza.
Oh, no.
If it's over, then I'm eliminating some things for a minute.
Okay.
See, I'm the opposite. I try to stay away from the scale. I try to stay away.
Well,
I weigh myself every now and then, but I'm just not like that every day because I don't want to go into a bout of where I can't get out of.
Exactly.
Trying to
and that's
figure
understandable,
stuff out, right?
But let's start with the elephant in the room, right?
Okay.
Or the hot flashes in the room.
Right.
Everybody talks about them.
Yes.
How do we?
It is a part. It's a part of us. I don't want to say aging. I want to sound like an but it's a part of our growing. It's a part of our living, and it's a part of us going to as next stages of life.
Yeah.
And it's not horrible. And I tell people embrace them. We're gonna make them fun. We're gonna make them doable.
We're gonna make them fun.
We're gonna make it fun. You got stuff for us? Okay. All right. Well, we're ready.
Well, we want to get rid of the hot flash. I guess probably the best way to look at it.
Okay.
And 'cause
That'll
that's
be
just,
fun.
Yeah, that's just it's part of us. As I tell people, to try to make it a little more palatable. That is just a part of our lives, part of us living and aging. I want to say aging gracefully. I don't like to say aging gracefully, but just moving on to that next stages of life. And as I tell people, it's a privilege and not by many.
Yeah.
And we got to make the best of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
And not make it difficult and make it suffering like most of our mothers and grandmothers did. They didn't know what to do. So this is a wonderful, revolutionary time to actually get in, dig in, and make our next years our best years.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us, we're coming to you trying to figure out, I know mine get a lot at night for me, or, and my doctor has told me this too, as well as with eating sweets, things like that,
It's triggers.
or things like that. Those are
Chocolate,
the trigger things.
sweet,
So tell us
wines.
how, if a person wants to really try to manage this stage.
Okay.
Can you tell us some key things
I
of
mean,
what
one
we
thing
need
we
to think
can
at?
do,
Look at?
and I know people probably my clients probably get tired of me saying diet. Diet makes a big difference on trying to manage our, can I just say menopause?
Yes, you can
It's
say
perimenopause,
it.
menopause.
Yes.
There's no taboo on here.
Yes, it's no,
Go
yes.
down.
Peri and menopause.
It is.
Yes.
I mean, it is real. It is real. And one way to deal with it pretty much is diet, because like you find out what your triggers are. My triggers was wine. And
Okay.
I'm like, oh, I didn't stop it. I might have adjusted it a bit, but I still
I
liked
say,
it.
so
Right.
what if I'm not going to stop
What-
the sweets and the,
Right,
chocolate
so-
Well, we're
and
actually going to
the
get to some of that. You're right. Because this is our different stages in life. And this is one of our stages that our body makes major adjustments.
Okay.
And weight gain is a part of it.
Yeah.
We have 3 times in our lives as females that we really have those major adjustments. When we're first at our menstrual period, first our menstrual cycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Childbirth,
Okay.
and then menopause.
Yes.
Okay.
And our hormones change. That's really what it is. Our hormones are changing. We're so much more difficult as we are, not difficult, but much more complex than men. Their hormones,
Complex.
they have
Yes.
issues with their hormones as well. But of course, ours is much more complex.
Yeah.
So with ours, one thing that happens a lot when we become menopause is that our estradiol level goes down and our estrone level goes up.
Okay.
Now, and you hear about estrogen, and which is that some of the hormone replacement we'll be talking about as well. But when the estradiol goes, what I said, it goes down. That's what the part that we have when we have hormones, you want that to get that vibrancy back. But some of the signs and
Yes.
symptoms you
You're
talked
so
about, hot
tired.
flash, tired, fatigue,
Right.
Brain
Fatigue.
hot flash. That's it. Brain fog. All those different things we come from is because now we're starting to decrease our estrogen, and our estradiol rather. So think about when we were young, we were hot, we was feeling sexy all the time. Our
still feel
estradiol was up.
sexy,
It was
right,
still- I didn't feel it.
Right. I still got that
You still
going
got
on.
that.
I
Yeah.
feel that.
But you still
However,
feel that, though.
After 7 o'clock, don't ask me no questions.
Right. No complex questions. No
After
legal
certain
questions. I don't
time.
want to
Right.
talk. I don't want to talk about it.
And
I
a
don't
lot
want
of
to talk
that
about
is
it.
our
Yes.
hormones. It's our hormones. So I'm having a little flash right now. It wasn't before, but I.
But I'm gonna give you my fans. See, hopefully, I think yours is more silent.
So again, it is.
Yours, I didn't even
Yeah.
notice it was on. See,
I was doing
See?
pretty good.
See?
Because I wanted to look cute with this jacket on since I was coming with you all. So
Right, you gotta have the arms out. I can't wear a turtleneck
oh,
anymore.
yeah, and I love a good turtleneck.
If I
Yes.
have something
I love
covering up
turtlenecks.
my neck area, I feel clothing. I feel like I'm suffocating.
Restricted.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I understand that we're making this adjustment, but I want to know what
What
are
to do
other people
about 'em.
doing. I'm glad
Oh.
you're going to talk about the hormone replacement therapy, because my doctor and I have been exploring it, and I've been hearing so many things, pros and cons, and so I
Yeah.
really want to. The doctor's going to tell you. Well, you're a doctor too, but my doctor's she told me they'll help with my bone density and all that kind of
And they
stuff.
tell you the right thing. I'm
Yeah.
happy that they're telling you that. You have a good doctor. I'm going to say that. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
But you do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of primary care doctors, and I want to make sure I put this out there first because I work with a lot of different doctors.
Okay.
Not so much working with them now well, some I do, but a lot of primary care doctors don't know what to do with hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll tell you. I saw something on television just last week that one of the ladies, it was a special that was on one of the news stations, and they said that her doctor told her, go Google your symptoms. You go to your
What?
doctor, and that's
they
what
tell you to
They
Google?
told her to Google,
And they wouldn't even
her
Google it.
symptoms. Yeah, to even tell her this,
Right.
to even go over it.
Right.
You come in here asking for stuff because you saw it on Google.
Right.
Right.
And let me
Yeah.
dispel those myths
Yeah.
or tell you if you're on track or not.
And that was on
Yeah,
either
that
Channel 4, it was a
is.
Channel 4 or Channel 2, whichever it was. It was just comical, and they did a special. So you're hearing a lot right now about
Right.
hormone therapy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you in a moment why you're hearing a lot about that. But a lot of primary care doctors, they will, except you have some, like your doctor, and I commend, is that they will address menopause. They will address our hormonal changes. That's really what
Right.
it is. That's our hormones running havoc on our bodies, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's we're losing estradiol and we increasing estrone. Estrone is what when we get older, and those are the ones that causes these symptoms. So what the hormone replacement does is it increases the estradiol.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the progesterone helps with sleeping because a lot of the things
I
we
need
have
that.
sleep.
I need
you
that,
have the
'cause I-
sleeping that you can't sleep at night sometimes, or you can't.
Or I
have
wake
time-
up. Or wake up like between like 2 and 4, and then I have to get up for my son for school or for
Oh my
something
God.
I
So
have
you're
in the
not sleeping
morning.
well.
So I'm having that break. But I also have the fact that my husband he goes to work early as well. So I'm up for that, but it's just the fact of getting back to sleep has been so I have heard that, and I have started to use it. I've known magnesium. So I've
Magnesium's
used
good. It helps.
magnesium, and that has helped me
Oh, good.
from the all natural perspective. Like just using magnesium. I have a magnesium spray, so I spray it like on my
good.
legs, feet, stuff like that before I go to bed, and that has definitely I've seen the difference in
Good.
being able to go back to sleep after that point, because I used to be so exhausted in the morning where it would just be so hard for me to get out of the bed because
Oh, wow. You're
I just
tired.
went back to sleep at 6 and I got to get up at 6:30, right? So I'm really
Oh, my
in that REM
goodness,
sleep
yeah.
at 6 because I'm up from like 4 to 6 trying to get comfortable, trying to go back. I'm praying. you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just I'm
makes-
just not able to go back
yeah.
to sleep. So
And that's coming with the
would you-
cortisol level
Yes.
comes in, too.
Now
So
would you
it's just so
would you
much.
recommend
You get back on
having
that.
any all natural remedies that, like I said, the magnesium, but what would you recommend as far as if somebody who just like doesn't necessarily want to take prescription but wants something from an all natural perspective, maybe, or would you recommend something from all
There
natural
are
perspective?
some things that our mothers used to have. You would talk to them. They would tell you. I don't want to come out and just make up anything, but they
No,
would come
I
up
get it.
different things that they used to try to do because they didn't have these things available to them.
Got it.
Right.
Nor
Okay.
did they know what was causing it.
Yeah.
They would
Understood.
just hear
God
from.
bless our mothers.
Understood.
Oh, my
Yeah,
they
I
just-
could imagine
one mother
not
told
going
you
without
one
having this
thing,
conversation,
yeah.
right?
And they would tell you do this, and I can't think of different things I can't think of offhand, but it was just older remedies that
Yeah.
they did what they could to try to take care of these issues. And again, doctors didn't really know what to do at that time because so many more studies have been done.
Okay.
And so anyway, I'm going to get back to that. So naturally, magnesium is good because that helps with sleep as well.
Okay.
And again, it goes back to diet. It goes back to diet because
Yes.
when our body has the right amount of vitamins and supplements, it can correct a lot of different things.
Okay.
It can correct
Okay.
a lot of different things.
Yeah. So
we're
so
circling
it helps
back
with
to-
it helps, right. So you really end up getting back, and no matter what you do, I should say no matter what you do, you can't really replace with food the hormones that you've lost.
Yeah.
So the best way to do it is hormone replacement.
Okay.
And what we had mentioned before, like it's another elephant in the room, is that so many women are afraid of it because years ago, I think the study was 2002, and they were saying that it was causing breast cancer, different types of
that's
cancers.
what I heard. I read that.
Yeah, and a lot of people, and I talked to someone about it, and they still think that now, and it's understandable because you've
Yeah.
heard that for so long.
Yeah, and-
well, over the years, they've noticed that they debunked that study. It's called the American. I had it in here. I don't have it right here. It's North American study on hormone therapy.
Okay.
And what they showed is that when they did the study, they were studying the wrong type of hormones. Because right now, with the hormones that you're getting, those are was considered bioidentical. That's the
Okay.
closest to our own body,
Yeah.
and our body recognizes it because of the molecular makeup of it
Right.
is what our body recognizes.
Right. Is that the difference between synthetic
And the
Okay.
synthetic is what they had studied.
Okay.
And even with the synthetic, it wasn't as bad as what they made it out to be.
Yeah.
But again, they hadn't studied for a while, so they did a little bit of studying, just kind of threw it to the side, and then come back to it and say, oh, this causes cancer, so on and so forth. So now, but over
Okay.
the years, they realized, oh,
Making me feel better. Okay.
yes,
Yes.
I do want you to try it. I
Because
will-
Because they've gotten so bad now. Because I didn't sweat. I didn't used to sweat in my hair, and all this hair.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But now it's unfair. It's so unfair. It's so unfair
It's
to the
something
point
else.
that I'm like, okay, I got to do something
Right.
because it's so uncomfortable that it makes you feel like you're going crazy
Yes.
Yeah.
in the moment.
Because you're like in a
And
ball of fire.
Yes.
Like it's like all of a sudden you just you're talking like we were just talking, and it's like you should start sweating. Like for me, I just it just
You
sweat.
forgot some thoughts that you may have. So
Yeah.
some of that, and it does. Again, I commend your doctor for doing that because they notice that it helps with. Well, I'm gonna go through some of the symptoms. Sometimes it could be headaches for some women.
Okay.
Hot flashes, brain fog, fatigue, low libido.
Yeah.
Okay.
Painful during intercourse. What was it? Painful. Just being uncomfortable. Period.
Yeah.
You know, those are some of the major ones there.
What about missing periods?
That can happen too. I mean, that
'Cause
can
that happened
in
to
between.
And I had to take a pregnancy test.
Oh wow. And
And
that's
I was-
traumatic.
I was-
That's traumatic.
Right?
I'm like, oh, wow.
Because that was not real until I went to my doctor, right? And I was like, because I hadn't had a period for like 6 months.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you hadn't got that whole year yet? Okay.
I didn't go through the whole. So I was in the peri. So I'm still in the menopause. So I don't have a period every month, right? So I still have to be cautious and make
Yeah.
sure that I'm,
Yeah.
because I'm not trying to.
Yeah. And so
do
that's
that.
where
I'm kind of
that's where
finished with
stress
that
comes
part
in,
of
yeah.
it. But yeah, that's the stress part of it that, whatever the Lord says, but I just
You don't
rather
know.
not,
You don't know.
but I also understand that like you said, it's a stressful time because when I
Yes.
initially went through it, I was just like, oh, wow, like this would be a great change in my life.
Yeah.
Right, with what I'm doing, I finally my son is older now, so
done.
those are things that you are, you have to deal with when you don't necessarily have the period. But then my gynecologist indicated to me, because I was telling her that I was not really having flashes and things like that when I had the period, but when I in between, that's when I had it. And she told me that it was based on the hormones as well, because when you have your period, you actually, releasing and having those things, so you wouldn't have it during that time. So
Did your doctor tell you that you were in perimenopause, or you just knew?
no, so when I went to her, that's what she told me. She
Okay.
told me, and then she told me that she wanted me to do. In fact, I have some blood work coming up that she wanted me to take just to
Good.
see if it's
I was gonna touch
something
on that,
outside of that. But
Okay.
she originally said perimenopause, but when I told her, gave her more symptoms. So this was like my yearly exam when I first went. She told me the perimenopause. But when I went back again, and I was just kind of telling her more about the symptoms, then that's when she suggested the blood test, which I think is really good too, because then we can rule out
Exactly.
or try to figure out if it's something else too.
Yeah. That's
And then
absolutely
I heard
necessary.
There was a test that you could take to tell you if you're in menopause. Is that
Well, the test,
Is that-
there's so much out here now.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm going to say there's so much out here now. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, everybody's talking about menopause. It's a big thing.
Right, it is.
And that's why I'm saying that's what they did. Once they debunked it, people start looking at that and see what shows up and
Yeah.
some of the benefits, because it helps, again, with the brain fog. It helps with osteoarthritis, for us,
Yeah.
joint pain.
Right.
There's still different symptoms of that as well. And so with those things, I guess all the things I should say is that now people get on the bandwagon. This isn't new for me. It's
Yeah.
true to me because I've been through it already.
Yeah. And you're a doctor. We can talk
Right.
about
Well,
your
we got
background.
to. I can't say
Yeah.
doctor. I'm nurse practitioner.
You're nurse. Okay, yes.
Okay, but-
Okay. I say doctor because when I became familiar with nurse practitioners back in the day, I think it was the first time my son, he had a big gash in the back of his head. He had to get stitches. And so I took him to the emergency, and the emergency was ran at Beaumont by nurse practitioners. practitioners. And they were not the doctors. It was all the nurse practitioners.
Wow.
And then when I looked up, when I became one of my first clients, she was a nurse practitioner. And she started telling me how they could start their own, how you could open up your own clinic,
Practice.
how you could have your own practice. I mean, you're a doctor. I mean, okay.
I appreciate that, but I
But we
can't say
can say it.
and I do, because I do have a lot of clients who call me that. And it's cute to say that because they said, well, to me, that you're my doctor. And it feels good because we work hard. We're taking care of our clients. And I take nothing again up from the doctors, but nurses, we're a little, I want to say a little more caring. We've worked in the trenches with the patients side by side.
Yeah.
A little bit more than some of the doctors.
The more the attending
bedside
thing,
manner
and you, I
continue to
think,
be. We
I
hear
think
that.
that
The
attention to
bedside
detail.
manner, I mean, I think it's just intrinsic to nurse practitioners.
And most of us are women. You know, there are men nurse practitioners too, but mostly women. So we do have that feeling. So I'm gonna go back to what you were saying as far as the hormones. So again, with the patch that you said you had. First of all, I'm say take it.
So it's a patch.
I do.
So what is
It's
it?
been sitting in the
Okay,
box.
so tell me about the patch because I haven't heard about it. What's the patch?
There's different types.
You put
There's
it on your
pills.
butt.
Oh, you can put in your butt. You can put it just about anywhere.
Okay, so what does it do?
What it releases estrogen.
Okay.
And that's when I said estradiol, because estrogen is estradiol. But it releases that so much, because I think it's every 3 or 4 days that you probably use either once a week.
Girl, I gotta read
Well,
it again.
that's right. It's been a while,
box.
but it's
You would
something. It's something like that. So it's either every 3 to 4 days. We usually get 4, so about once a week, I guess I should say. And it releases a little bit of estrogen in the entire time. And what that does, you increase that, you decrease estrone, you relieve some of those symptoms that we talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also, oftentimes, depending if you have a uterus or don't have a uterus, they'll order progesterone also.
Yes.
And with the progesterone, that helps you with sleeping.
Okay.
That helps you with sleeping as
Oh, I
well
need
as
to-
also
I need to go.
protect your uterus. So with that, and then
check.
there's also the testosterone, which is not a bad thing also, because we do get energy with the testosterone as far as women. Well, men do too. You increase your energy.
Yeah.
Again, another part with brain fog. It
Okay.
helps with cognitively better with men than it does women. It still helps with women, but
Okay.
it helps with
They
them.
gotta figure out the balance.
Okay.
And so that helps with that. And libido, that's what men and women. So that can help a lot of
Right, with
relationships
both.
now. You know, we talking grown talk here.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of relationships. I remember this one episode that I remember another, I'm going to say podcast. This was some years ago.
Okay.
And they were talking about, this may be a whole another podcast
Okay.
when
Well,
I
you
mentioned
come
it.
back. Okay. Right.
But what it was is that if you say you're husband or wife, boyfriend or girl, whatever, significant other, and you have one person that has a strong libido or still has a libido and the other one doesn't,
Yeah.
what do you expect the other person to do?
Right. That's true.
That's a whole other conversation. I mean, realistically, putting our big girl panties on, do you want this person to think that they're not supposed to ever want to desire being with anybody anymore?
Yeah.
No, you go get checked and see what is it.
And what can I do to help?
If it's our libido, it could be just our hormones.
Yeah.
Or it could be, of course, past traumatic syndrome or something like that, for traumatizing something in the past, being rape or incest, whatever it may have been. But it could be checking your hormones. That could save that relationship. We've seen that before with other nurse practitioners.
Wow.
I mean, you think about that. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. That's really big. Yeah.
And so they do have different types. There's pills. There's patches, for the estrogen.
Yeah.
But testosterone are pretty much is usually injections with that as well.
Okay.
But some ladies, they take that happily.
I'll do the patch.
With the
I don't want
testosterone
no
as
needles,
well.
but I'll
Right.
do the-
I'll do
Right.
that.
And I'm thinking about
Or
speaking
the
of needles,
pills. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about
And
needles.
they have
That's
creams.
right.
I have another one to mention to you all because I'm not trying to get totally
okay.
off track.
Oh,
With
creams.
women, and that's the vaginal creams also for the testosterone, and because
What's
what
that
they've
cream
shown, I can't say the name of it all, but they give that because help with pain. Because again, a lot of women have pain.
Right. Okay.
Doing sexual intercourse, you don't want to do this if it's painful.
Yes.
And also now they're showing a study that for women, primarily elderly women, because those ones that have recurring UTIs.
Okay.
UTIs is urinary tract infections.
Yeah.
And that they're showing that vaginal testosterone cream really helps with them with that.
Okay.
That's a big deal because they oftentimes constantly
encouraged.
put them on antibiotics.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
nothing
for that
have to
UTI.
do-
Yeah.
And so now
I'm
they're
so
showing that that's a big
encouraged
deal. Yeah.
because
It's a good time in life not
we
having
don't have.
menopause.
We no longer do we have to complain that if men had to go through had these same issues, they would have developed something
A long time ago,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Long time ago. But I do want to, before we run out of time, I know I'm so glad that you were able to
Yeah,
join
thank
us
you so
today.
much,
We just
Deborah.
love you
Yeah.
so much. We
I
got
have
to
to
hang
come
out
back
with
because I
you
didn't
for
even
2
finish
days.
everything, did I?
No. Okay, we got to get right.
We
We
gonna
got
have
to
to
get
go
to. I did have one question
Okay.
that came through for the podcast for your topic today.
Okay.
And it was a post from a woman in her 50s who said that I've done everything: watch my diet,
Oh, okay,
exercise,
yeah.
cut out the sugar, and the weight just won't come off.
Mm-hmm.
My doctor mentioned GLP-1 shot. Should I do it? Can I trust it? I'm nervous, but also desperate.
Oh, tell her yes. That's one of the most common ones I have to come into my office, and I love it. As my office, I tell them it's a no judgment zone because we all have our different things we've done, we eaten, whatever. But I have a lot of people that come in again. What you just said, that's so typical. That's so common.
What are
GLP-1s?
Yeah.
Those are the revolutionary weight loss.
Revolutionary.
It really is. They're comparing it to penicillin. You know, that was a big deal.
Wow.
Yeah, they're starting to
That's
compare it to
huge.
penicillin. Yes,
Okay.
and insulin, because that was a big one for diabetes
Right.
as well.
Right.
And it really does, because they have so many benefits. It helps decrease heart attack, stroke. Of course, it's for your blood sugars, hemoglobin A1C for diabetes. Now they're looking at it for Alzheimer's and dementia.
That it helps to prevent it.
They're working on that now. There's some research.
Yeah,
I mean, so
because
it
I
is.
have read that diabetes was tied to
They
Alzheimer's.
started to call it what is it, diabetes number 3.
Yeah,
It's one
type
type
3.
1.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a big deal. So yes, tell the deaf, don't be afraid. And I would just say this is just that one person. She wants, have her tell her call me. Tell her to give me a call because I do usually like free 15-minute consultations for those who are interested in doing the medication because they hear so much information out there.
Right.
And I try to have a conversation with them. I don't want to waste anybody's time. Somebody use them coming in to see me without a phone call just to get an idea. Because if you're pregnant, that's one of the reasons that you could not. But there's so many reasons why you can take it opposed to not. So. Let me go back. You said she asked, was it safe? It is safe.
Okay.
There are side.
And
You
can you
can't
trust
trust
it?
it.
Okay.
There are side effects with any medication, but what it is most of the main ones are GI, which is gastro, and we try to work along with that. Nausea, a little uncomfortable. Nausea. I won't say vomiting. He says that because nausea and vomiting is with any medication you pretty much come
Right.
across. But I don't want to hear any vomiting. Constipation, maybe diarrhea. So it's uncomfortable for your body getting used to the medication. That's why it starts at such low doses and works its way up. Because some people say, "Well, can I start here?" No, you got to start here because
Right.
you don't want to be sick. So yes, it is safe, and it is safe and effective. Does it work 100% on every person? No. Part of it is the other part, what she's talked about. What she talked about, she's doing all the different things. She's losing weight.
Diet.
She's down and not losing weight. That would be a perfect person for possibly hormone therapy. At least
already
looking
changed
into
her
it. At least looking into
Okay.
it.
Right.
So she's done all the things. And what the biggest part of that is lab work. When you talk about the labs, that's the biggest thing. People think they may know. Well, a lot of times you do know. If you're going through the hot flashes, different things like that, and the different symptoms, that's the weight gain. That's the tire around the stomach that we can't get rid of. That's what that is. That's what's considered insulin resistance. And also usually hormones as far as the estrogen and things like that.
Yeah.
Insulin resistance, because what happens too, I know because we don't have much time, I talk a little fast, is that when we get into menopause, our estradiol level comes back down, and then what happens, our insulin resistance goes up.
Okay.
So it's what you like almost fighting a losing battle.
Right.
And that's why now I have a segment that I have coming up pretty soon. It's going to be kind of cute. Is that our women back in the day, even though like our grandmothers, they were still sexing, they all right, but some of the things they just didn't feel that anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You just don't feel it anymore. And now we can.
We can.
So we can we can live these latter years wonderfully.
excited.
Yes,
I'm excited
me too. So tell us a little
great.
bit before we go about your company, Next Level
Oh, Next Level Health and Wellness.
Tell us
we
about that.
we
If
take them
people
next
would-
year
if
to the
people
next
would like,
level.
Yeah, next level.
Yes,
You
and
said
if people would like to
take them
contact
next
you,
level.
like what do you do at Next Level
Okay.
Health and Wellness?
Okay,
before
what we
leave?
do, we started a lot with again with hormones. Well, hormones we're doing a lot more with that now
Okay.
because it's more so weight loss. But it ties together. It's almost hard to do one without the other.
Okay.
And so we do that. We do some aesthetics as well. So the biggest thing is health. My thing is I want to be a conduit for our community to just normalize talking about what we're talking about right now with hormones, with this being healthy, knowing your numbers, knowing your blood sugars.
Right.
Because some people don't know what their blood sugars or blood pressures need to be. And we need to do that so we can live longer.
That's true.
We
That's
want to
true.
live longer. So not just increasing years, but in having your years healthy.
Healthy
happy.
years. Yes.
You know, we want to.
I want to be in good shape. I want to be like that 80-year-old that was at your birthday party.
Yes. Dancing and doing those things.
That's my
Yep.
goal. That's
Yep.
my goal.
Exactly.
That's my goal. So that's what I definitely, and that's what I want for so many other people. I've seen the other side. Being a nurse as long as I haven't, when I say that, I've been a nurse 30 years.
And so
I'm
you've
like,
seen a whole lot.
Yeah, so I think I started when I was 2. Well, no, not
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You started young, girl. That's it. That's it.
But I've seen a lot of that, and I know what that looks like on that side. So I want to help people really just do better. Do better.
That
We need to know our
sounds good.
numbers and just normalize talking about health. And that makes a big difference. So as far as any woman I would talk to now that thinking about hormone therapy, let me say this. Even if you come across some women that's a little difficult with losing their weight, or they try the GLP-1s and we're not losing, they can call me. I've had a few people that came to me and say, well, I'm not losing, or even with me, they weren't losing. But one thing I told them, get your labs done. Because we do standard labs. And they doctor standard labs because I know they want them.
Get your lab work done.
Because
there you
there's
go.
so many other labs that need to be looked at than under the standard ones.
Yeah.
When you go to your primary care doctor, usually the ones that they do are standard labs. That's the ones insurance
and that's what you
for.
want.
Yeah. You want more advanced labs.
Oh, you want more
You need
advanced.
deep dive.
Okay.
They're not doing, I'm going to give you a quick one. They do a TSH. That's a thyroid. That doesn't tell you a whole lot. It tells you a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Now, when we're looking at doing now that's separate from our regular hormones because your thyroid, all this comes with metabolism.
Okay.
I guess we'll take another show on it, but
Yeah.
it comes from metabolism. And if you don't know what that looks like with your thyroid, it's other labs should be done. It's a T3, free T4, reverse T3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you can know if there's something with your thyroid. But just
Makes
because that
sense.
TSH doesn't tell you enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is so much information. We're going to have to bring you back.
We
Yeah.
didn't even talk about the different GLP-1s
Oh my God,
and
that's
the
right.
compounds
Yeah.
and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
we got to bring
but
it
real
back.
quick.
Okay.
You gave us our takeaway, and if someone wanted to contact you, how would they contact you?
Oh, that's right. They can contact me. I am on Instagram. It's
Okay.
Next Level Health and Wellness. There's a lot of different Next Levels, but at Next Level Health and Wellness, we're located in Southfield, 16250 Northland Drive, Suite 227. I think 227. Remember the show 227
Yeah,
back in the
that's
day?
it. Okay.
And but phone number 248-662-5044. Give me a call. We do have a website as well, but give us a call. I love talking about this. You said I'm excited about
Yeah,
this.
it's great.
It is.
And don't forget, Trust Issues is where we bring you the conversations that you don't get really anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
We are from money to health to love and legacy. We
I
help
love
you
that.
secure everything that matters, right?
Yep, and so we're going to make sure we put your links in the comments
Yes.
for the show. So thank you for joining us for another episode of Trust Issues. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you have some questions, be sure to just share them with us or share the episode. I know there's somebody in your family who needs to hear what we talked about today. We got to bring you back.
That's
We're
what
gonna bring you back.
health
Thank you
is
so
wealth,
much.
ladies.
Yes.
Health
Y'all
is
can't see her
wealth.
today, but she looks amazing.
Yes,
Okay?
yes,
All right.
Thank
till
you
next
all.
time.
yes. See you later. Thank you.
Okay.
You ain't changing your mind now, have you?
We're about to be one big happy family.
I'm just hoping I can trust you to return my love.
I mean, as much as I know how to love.
Did you sleep with them?
No! This is toxic.
Don't become the thing that hurt you.
And what is that?
Bitterness.
I really needed you when Daddy died.
Girl, look, there you go with what you need. This not about you. Didn't you find God for that? I'm not here to meet your needs.
I understand that you love her. I get it. But like this, right here, this is toxic. Toxic? Man, who's you talking to like that?
And we're here at the Davidson High School for the first game of the season.
Look, I'm sorry, sir, but we were all running for our lives.
Hope you enjoy being used, man.
Man, what? No, you better find someone else to play with, bro.
Oh, come on. You both know you ain't about to hit nothing but a high note. You better sit down.
My Bible tells me that the wages of sin is death.
That's wages, honey, not wedges.
I know what it says, Miss Sunday School teacher.
I see that one is coming to the altar.
Now is the time.
Singing and praying with my mind.
Cut!
How you gonna cut singing and praying?
Hello, my name is Orlando Bogans, and I'm the biggest fan of WVTC, winning victory through Christ, Detroit.
This is WVTC Detroit, your award-winning gospel internet radio station. We're bringing you the best in gospel music, live shows, and inspiring interviews. Like and share our page on Facebook and YouTube. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay connected. Your support helps us spread positivity and encouragement throughout the community. So whether you download our WVTC app, visit our website at WVTCDetroit.com, or join us on Facebook or YouTube, you will stay connected and entertained. Join our WVTC Detroit listener family today and tell your friends about us. Together, we can make a difference. WVTC Detroit, where gospel meets the community. Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
You're listening to WVTC Gospel Radio Detroit, and we're flowing in the Spirit.